Conquering Mount Scrapmore with Brenda. I'm Brenda and we're here with another episode of Free Pattern Friday. Yay! It's Free Pattern Friday. I love Free Pattern Fridays. I'm retired. I don't know why I love Fridays so much, but I love Fridays. It's so much fun. So here we're going to show you how to do the double Irish chain. I am making a baby quilt out of this. So you guys don't need to make a baby quilt. I will show you at the end what it looks like, but I'm just playing with my purple scraps to come up with a really, I'm hoping, a really cute little baby quilt. So this one will come together over the next couple of weeks, and I'm just having a hoot coming up with these fun, quick, and easy patterns for you guys. The Free Pattern Fridays are always so nice when they're fast, quick, and easy because there's so many things you can do with them. Anyways, so before we get too far into this explanation, let's do our shout out. Jenny Clark at Desert Sky Stitches is who I'm shouting out today. She's doing all sorts of fun on her YouTube channel. You guys got to go check her out and tell her Brenda from Conquering Mount Scrapmore sent you. And, you know, give her some words of love and encouragement as well. It has just been such a pleasure being on YouTube and being able to shout out all these individual quilting channels, right? It's just absolutely amazing. So let's get into those show notes. Now, her YouTube channel is in the show notes or the description box. So look for a see more button depending on what device you're on. Sometimes you have to, you know, swiping and what, I don't know how to all these other devices work, but you guys got to get into the description box. First, share, like, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you don't miss content. And making comments. All of those things help drive our analytics so we can continue bringing you free, fun content on YouTube. Like, we do this 3 times a week, and we're just having a blast doing it. But we do need, you know, like, share, like, and subscribe, right? And half of you aren't subscribed to us, and, you know, we're okay with that, but please make comments. And we know life is busy, and if all you got time to do is make a heart comment, we appreciate that so much. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, we have a Facebook group, and we just have so much fun in that Facebook group. We have a virtual sewing room hosted by Discord, and that you basically, it's only for the Facebook group members. So if you want to get in there, you get to join the Facebook group, and then you ask one of the admins for an invite to the Discord room. It's the women in there are just having a great time, and you know, sometimes the guys show up too. Then I try and hang out there as often as I can. We also have numerous community chats, and some of them are a lot of them are quilting related, but some of them aren't. Some of them are just like Thankful Thursday. What are you thankful for this week? You know, that kind of happy, feel good thing. You know, those are perfect. We also do fabric exchanges by country to keep the postal costs down, and it's just, that has worked out. So the women that are participating in that are just having such fun with that. Also, I speak for free about elements of design. I talk about working with fabric, scrap fabric, and I talk about making charity quilts. So if your group or guild is looking for a speaker that talks about those things, please let me know, and I'll try to accommodate them in my schedule, and, you know, give them a speaking engagement for free. I do speak for free. Also, if you guys find shout outs that are quilting related, please let me know. I can either be reached by the About tab, there is my email address, or you can message me in Facebook. I'm much faster on Facebook than I am on email, just so you know, right? So that's okay. Now, Quilt Bingo is right after Spring Fling, about a couple weeks after Spring Fling ends. We're going to do Quilt Bingo, and it's a skill builder. It's going to be lots of fun. Everybody's quilts are going to look different. Everybody's quilts are going to look different, but it's going to be one of those fun quilt-alongs where there's really not a lot of rules, okay? So we're doing an intermediate, beginner, and expert level. So, you know, you'll have a variety of blocks to choose from. And if you want to build and work on your skills, you can choose harder blocks. That's all fine. Now, also the Zoom sew dates are now until the end of December, and we've decided we're just doing it the first Saturday of the month, right? Period. End of story. We will do this the first Saturday of the month until, you know, until YouTube is gone. And we just have so much fun on those Zoom sew dates. The group that gathers, I try and pick something simple so I can talk with everybody. But yeah, we have a lot of fun on those Zoom sew dates. And I get a lot done because it's 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time because I'm in Alberta, Canada. Also, oh, the big news. So yeah, out of Las Vegas is doing their charity drive for Alaska. Now I've left their YouTube channel in the show notes as well as their website. If you guys want to find out more details, please, please, please go talk to them. And the people that have worked on that charity drive said it was just so much fun. The Soya team has really come together and made that a hoot. So you guys have got to check that out. And I think that's it. So come on in. It's time for the sewing of double Irish chain. Okay, here we are at the sewing machine with a double Irish chain. Irish chains are one of these that is just perfect and for webbing, and it's perfect for scraps. If you've ever seen an Irish chain quilt, they are just lovely, but the secret there is to, sew them together from the middle to all the way to the outside, and everything just fits together so nicely. It's always amazing, and you can make this as scrappy happy as you want. It works perfectly, just perfect. So here you be. And you just have to have a bunch of leader enders close at hand because that's always helpful. Yeah, oh, there we go. Yeah, we have oodles of these little triangles. Yeah, I was working on a Bonnie Hunter crazy pineapple. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's all these little bits of stuff and they're just adorable. And it's like, oh, yes. But once you finish around, you end up with a bunch of little bits that I could keep for the next one. But I'm like, I only used to sew it when I was stressed out. Now that I'm retired, I'm not stressed. Which is okay, It's okay not being stressed out. So I'm living my best life right now. So it's all good. Okay, here we go. Let's get this. Alright. So there we are. So far, so good. Oops. Let's get that back in there. Like so. Oops. All of these are cut-offs from, I don't know, I can't even remember what project it was. Anyways, they all ended up, a lot of them ended up in the Bonnie Hunter Crazy Pineapple, which was such a nice quilt to work on. Okay, these have got to go in because you want to press to the dark. That's where you want to go. These get pressed out. And there. Just a quick little finger press will help us immensely. Okay, I'm just going to move that off a bit. There, now we can nest everything nice. Nice and neat. Nice and quick. Like you say, you could make a bunch of these and make them every color under the sun. Every bit of low volume you have can be thrown into this, Like, because it's not kind of a perfect scrappy thing. And then there's interlocking blocks that you can use. There's a bunch of different ones that you can use for this that are just, happy little blocks that people love to play with, right? So it's really a great block. An easy block to learn too. Let's see. They do star blocks and all sorts of other fun blocks. Okay, I'm just going to press this out like so. There. Okay, there we go. Match it. Okay, get this out of the way. I spent all this time webbing just to snip open the webs. So when I snip open the webs, I always find to get a better match. Better nest. Just a little tad tighter. And that's so I have nice, sharp, crisp lines. There. So it's kind of a nice relaxing way to sew too, you know. You got all those nice crisp lines. Okay, and there. Now let's get on the other side of this. Okay. So now the center that we just finished sewing together becomes the new center, okay? It's all sewn together. And this all works, right? I mean, it looks strange, but it works. So now again, you just web it again. So like I say, you can do this on quite a few different little blocks and have this as every second block. And every second block would be beautiful, right? I mean, like, look at this. Okay, so I got 8.5 inches here. I got 8.5 inches here. It lines up perfect. Like, wow, you know. It's just between your 1/4 inch seam allowance and everything else, it's lovely how this block just comes together. And yes, it's a simple patchwork. It's a simple patchwork pattern. It's got a few moving parts, a few extra moving parts, but that's okay. It's okay that it has moving parts. There, get some scissors and some writing together. There. Oh, I forgot to put this on. Ugh, oh well, we'll put it on now. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so I made a mistake in my webbing. I'm just going to admit it and get it over with. So I made a mistake in my webbing. The trick here is to keep going. Keep sewing. Whatever you're doing, just keep sewing. Don't get, oh no, now what I would do. You know, just keep sewing. It'll be fine. You know, everybody's entitled to make a mistake. And you're good enough. That, you gotta keep that in your head. You're good enough. Okay. So let's put this all back together like so. There, just like that. And here's the piece I made a mistake on. Well, I'm not going to make a mistake this time. Okay, there we go. I have corrected my mistake. I'm the only person that probably doesn't edit out their mistakes. That just kind of floors me. Because if you as a beginner don't know how to fix the mistakes that you're making, how do you learn to be better, right? I mean, really, I mean, I make mistakes. I just fix them. When I make a mistake, I just fix it. It's like, yeah, okay, I made a mistake. And you know, you fix the mistake, you move forward, right? So like real life sewing. And somebody asked me, well, if you're all about real life sewing, why don't you do lives? And I'm like, because real life sewing shouldn't include things like rotary cutters, because that can go wrong so quickly. I'm like, ugh. Considering I still have that vivid memory of 7 stitches in my finger because I was so quick on the draw, and I'm like, egad. Yeah, it could have been so, no, it was 9 stitches. It was so bad. It was so hurtful. Oh, with a rotary cutter. I don't think that's the only reason why I probably wouldn't do lives is because, see, because it was just that scary. Okay, so now this goes out. Okay, I'm just going to move the board out of the way because it's better. So, now, this goes out and you press in towards the dark. And you press towards the dark. This moves out. Seeing how I corrected that? I'm going to sew that together first. You'll never even know it's a mistake. And this goes in. Oops. This goes in like so. So that I'm pressing away from that dark. And there. Get that moving in the right direction. That in the right direction. This is going to need very little pressing when I'm done. So here's where I made my mistake. I didn't sew that on. But that's okay. I'll just keep moving forward. Yeah, so I just kind of, I don't know, I think about doing lives every once in a while. I'm like, oh, it could go bad so quick. Oh, yeah. Oh, it could go bad so quick. So kind of like, I'm kind of nervous Nelly when it comes to stuff like that. But I think too, there's so many lives now. You know, it's a wonder would people get anything done. Okay. There we go. And we're just going to match the next spot. There we go. There. Now I'm just going to press this out away from the block, just like that. There. Because it will lie flatter. And I will show you all the pressing directions that I did on the back. There we go. And make sure that nests nice and neat. There we go. Okay, get to the next nesting point, which is way down here. Okay. There we go. And we'll just get 2 more little things sewn together just to get this block off the sewing machine. Oh, these leader enders are perfect. Okay, so now I have been, once we start getting all this together, okay, so everything goes to the dark. That's your first seams. Everything goes to the dark. And then we just start pressing away from the center. That's the way this block is going to lie, the flattest. And I know it doesn't make a great deal of sense, but it does. Then we put on these seams, and of course we press to the dark, right? We put on these seams, and then we just pressed away. That's the way this block is going to lie flat. So let's get to our big ta-da moment. Okay, so here's our double Irish chain. It ironed out beautifully, beautifully. And you can see how well it's going to go with these other blocks that are in that baby quilt that I'm making. It's going to look a little scrappy, a little crazy and eclectic, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I made 4 of these love chain blocks, and now I'm just making 1 of. You don't have to. If you just want to make blocks and have fun, this is a perfect block to add as an alternate block. So if you wanted every second block to be something else, this is the perfect one to join everything up on. So this is why this is such a great block. And it will chain throughout the entire quilt if you alternate them. So this is a good one to have in your arsenal of fun, quick, fast blocks to do. So I hope you give this one a try, and I honestly hope that you have an absolutely amazing week ahead, and your 1/4 inch is just right on the money. So you stay well and take care until we see each other again. Okay, bye! My husband and I would like to thank you for all of your support and watching our videos and sharing and liking. It has just been, you've put us on such an amazing journey, and we are having so much fun. I hope everything is going so well in your life, and you know, your 1/4 inch is perfect. Everything is working out for you. And we're just so happy to be part of your life, and you having, like I say, you're watching us. I was just so thrilled that you're doing that. So I want to say goodbye, and I want to thank you with all my heart. Okay? Take care. Bye.